What's up, everyone? DefyNewYork.com here with a brand new video. Today we are looking at the Nike Air Structure Retro for 2021. These originally released back in 1991, and this is, of course, an OG colorway. Now, on the box it just says Air Structure. Back in 2008, they said Air Structure Triax 91. So on the box, it just says, as far as the colorway, metallic, summit, white, black. And, let's just get into the main issue with this shoe, which is, I think, keeping a lot of people from buying it. It's the hits of leather on the shoe. As you can see, there is a leather toe box on this shoe when there should not have been. I don't know why Nike did this, because the other retro was done truer to the OG, pretty much on point to the OG. I can't for the life of me understand what goes on in their head as, when it comes down to these shoes, there are specific designers that are in charge of reissuing these shoes. And so I don't know if it was, maybe they ran out of materials because of what's going on with COVID, and maybe the materials are scarce, and maybe last minute they're like, oh, we don't have blue nubuck or whatever it is, or blue felt material. But it boggles my mind otherwise. If this was a voluntary change, it made no sense. So not only did we get leather on the toe box, but we got leather on the tongue. We got hits of leather here and hit of leather on the heel. As far as and then we got the mesh sock liner, which once again made no sense, because this, when you're wearing these with no-see socks, the mesh can actually rub against your skin, especially when it's hot outside, and irritate your skin. So I don't know what they were thinking when they did that. But is this something that should keep you from buying a shoe? Truthfully, it really depends. For me, it wasn't enough, because they do look good in hand, and it doesn't really affect the wearability of the shoe. As far as, you also got to think, when's the next time you're going to get a retro of this shoe? If you want this colorway and you're not going to chance the 2008 retro because you're scared that they may fall apart or the paint's going to chip or whatever it is, then really this is your only option. And it's not as bad to just completely skip it, in my opinion. Maybe wait it out for a discount. I'm not mad at that. But as far as skipping it altogether, I don't think it's completely skip worthy. So the leather around the toe box is thick, and it is, hard, but it doesn't affect the wearability of the shoe where it makes it uncomfortable or anything like that. Give you guys a close-up look. That's just the stuffing in the toe box making that noise. Now the leather on the side panels has a very smooth texture. It's not the same as on the toe. It's definitely got a smoother feel to it, as does now the heel has a similar leather to the toe box. But otherwise, like I said, it's in my opinion, if you wanted this colorway, I would not skip it. Give you a look at the pair. But yeah, somebody at Nike, whoever was in charge of this retro, I would love to hear the rationale behind changing this. I really hope it was, like I said, an issue with the factory and something they said, you know what, we just got to deal with it now, kind of deal, because otherwise it just made no sense. Or maybe the blue was gonna bleed on this. I don't know, but I would love to hear it. They should come out and explain to people, because this is not like a regular shoe. This is a shoe that people are buying mostly off nostalgia. You know, it's just if you're gonna do it, why not do it right? You did the other shoe right. So, anyhow, that's this part of the video. Next part, I'm gonna show you guys what they look like on feet. Okay, so you got to see what they look like on feet. So to end this all, I say that, you know, if you want to wait out, if you want to wait out a discount on them, I like I said, I'm not mad at that. I'm definitely not mad. I would definitely double up on discount. I would not uh, double up at retail unless this is your absolute favorite shoe and you kind of want to sort through all the imperfect pairs, because sometimes, and I noticed this with the Air Max 3, the sizing, the fit on a lot of them was different, and I actually had to sort through a lot of pairs to get pairs that weren't defective or that were fitting properly. The infrared, I didn't have that problem, but the women's colorways and the laser blue, I had that issue. So it's definitely something you want to consider. So anyhow, hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, concerns, comments, please feel free to drop me a line. Oh, and as far as sizing, you know, if you own the other Triaxes, pick up the air structures, just pick up the same size. If you're new to this shoe, I would say whatever you wear in an Air Max 3, Air Max 90, pick up in these. You will notice a little bit more room at the toe, but I tell you, unless you have a very narrow fitting foot, if you have normal to wide width foot, I would say that, yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of toe room in the toe area, but if you go down a half size, it's gonna be too tight for you. So anyway, that's the video. Stay tuned for more.